Hey guys, what's up? This is Dub Cubing here, and today you are watching my full comparison on the Shengshou and new Moyu Pyraminx. Okay, so here's a quick size comparison on the two. As you may be able to see, the Shengshou is about 2 to 3 millimeters larger than the Moyu. The shades on the Shengshou are much more standard. They're just standard, plain white cube shades. I'm not a big fan of them, but I can live with them. As usual, the Moyu comes with its standard Moyu full bright set. I actually really like these. I know most people don't, but this is what I have on most of my mains. Okay, so now we've got a corner cutting test on the two Pyraminxes. The Shengshou is Florian modded. I used X-Town Cuber's tutorial. As you may be able to see, it cannot cut 45 nor right below 45. Corner cuts about half of a cubie, which isn't great for a Pyraminx, but compared to the Moyu, it's nothing. The Moyu can corner cut right below 45 easy without any hassle at all. But the Moyu definitely wins for normal corner cutting. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and do reverse corner cutting here. So pretty much on Pyraminx, they can't really reverse corner cut other than until the curve ends on the edge of the piece. So on the Moyu, it can go a bit more, not much, just fairly a little bit more. But reverse corner cutting isn't a problem with this cube. Okay, so now here's a tip test. I'm using the Moyu first. Like most people, I'm saying the tip's dry, but not for me. I haven't even lubed this. The tips seem to be very fluid and very smooth, but compared to the Shengshou, they seem to be a lot more gummy and takes a lot more force to push, which could cause a lot of +2s. Okay, so now I'm testing fluidity. On the Shengshou, the turning is amazing. No lockups at all whatsoever, and turns super smooth, really crunchy, and is super controllable. I love that cube. But on the Shengshou, the cube locks up. It has a lot more click to it, and the springs are very rough and locks up and tends to be uncontrollable at times. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick algorithm test. On the Shengshou, I am able to have the algorithms go in place quicker, but on the Moyu, the algorithms go very smooth, fluid, and I'm able to do them without any thinking or pressure at all. Okay, now I'm going to go and do a turning quality test. So on the Shengshou, the click is very hard and rough, which can cause for lots of lockups. But I feel like on the Shengshou, I am able to do the algorithms maybe a little slower, but I can definitely feel the cube a lot nicer. But the lockups is a big issue. On the Moyu, on the other hand, the click is light yet extremely controllable, and the algorithms are fluid and very easy to turn. But I do happen to overshoot a lot of stuff, which is a bit of problems when I go to solving the cube. Okay, so I've got the same exact scramble on both puzzles. I'm going to go and solve them to show you a quick comparison about how it differs. Okay, so here we go. So as you'll be able to see, the cube does turn a bit rougher and is much hard to detect the move, but it was a pretty decent solve, which was a solve of about 7 seconds. So as you may be able to notice on the solve, it was very long, it was 10 seconds, but it was due to the uncontrollably, because some layers seem to be moving by itself, like the tips, as you can see there on the top. They happen to be moving by itself. Okay, so here's a quick look at the edges. On the left there is the Moyu, on the right is the Shengshou. The Moyu definitely has a bigger scoop to it, which helps prevent anti-lockups. And you can definitely see there's a little bit of scoops on the Moyu than the Shengshou doesn't, which helps with smoothness, as well as the Moyu does have softer plastic, which this doesn't. This definitely helps how smooth the cube turns. Okay, so that's almost it. I'm just going to show you lockups here and this really cool thing. So as you can see on the Shengshou, the bearing actually doesn't get pushed down. The piece actually rides up and then falls into place, which definitely gives it that harder click and proves that the Shengshou has very rough springs, which that is very interesting because a bearing should be able to be pushed down and the cube goes and the bearing pops up. But on the Moyu here, as you can see, it definitely has softer springs, so the piece pushes down the bearing as it rotates into position and clicks in with a nice feeling, which that is very nice. So yeah, that's the same thing with the tips as well. I can't really show you it on this. The tips also same thing, they pop up, you can see there. I don't know if you can. Well, so that's pretty much it on my comparison on the Moyu and Shengshou. Shengshou would get a 5.5 and the Moyu would get a 9.5 on the WCube and Cube chart. So that's pretty much it, and I'll definitely choose the Moyu. And thanks for watching, and see you later.